Good afternoon. It is coming up to 5:45 on Friday the 28th of February. Yeah, just heading off out now to start my Uber shift for the evening. I haven't done any videos for quite a few days. I've been quite busy, or surprisingly busy to be honest, with my own private work. So yeah, I just haven't been jumping on Uber. I just couldn't be bothered. is the truth. So yeah, let's see what tonight's like. I think last Friday was quite disappointing, to be honest. If I remember off the top of my head, it was like £110 or something rubbish like that. So yeah, let's see what happens tonight, and I'll try and update you the best I can. So just come up to 7:15. It's been really slow, to be honest. When I first come online, I was being offered some really ridiculous jobs. Taking a couple of screenshots here. So for example, they wanted me to drive to Wigan, which was like nearly 20 minutes away, or 7 miles, to do a 2.5 mile job. So it was like half an hour all in for about 10 miles for £10.25. And that was exclusive. Then I was offered another one. They wanted me to drive to Preston, 20 minutes to Preston, or 7.5 miles to do a 0.8 mile trip, £8. Again, I ignored that. I was then offered a job. I was in Ormskirk. I was offered a job to go 7 miles over to the outskirts of Wigan to do a 4 mile job over to Skelmersdale. So it's about half an hour job, and it was about 11 miles for £11. Then I was in Ormskirk and I was offered a job which was half a mile away from me. It was going about 40 minutes down into towards Liverpool, 11.5 miles. It was offering £15.80 for you know, like a 45 minute job on a Friday night. No, you're alright, thanks. It's this one. I think I accepted that one. Oh no, that was the one where I've noticed they've been doing this quite a lot, so I didn't take it. So it was it was 0.2 of a mile away. It was going 3 miles. It was offering £5.50. So I was thinking about it, didn't take it. But then at the bottom where you go in destination, it just says 8 minutes, 3.1 mile trip, library. Library where? In what town? So anyway, the jobs I did take was a £7.70 for 4.4 miles. It took me 12 minutes. I then done a £5.12 for 2.3 miles, or 6 minutes. That took me from Burscough back into Ormskirk, where it just was. And then I done a little Ormskirk to Ormskirk, 2 miles, £5.91. And that was it. So I'm on £18.73 the first hour. Really slow. I'll give you another update shortly. So, little update. It's been quite quiet, but I've been off and on. So last update was 7:15. I then came offline from 7 until 8:20. Did I do anything after the last update? I'll just check. No, I didn't do anything. So I carried on at 8:20, and it is about 9:25 now. Really slow. Again, the jobs that will come up when I was in Ormskirk were just crap, so I just started heading towards Southport, hoping it'd be a little bit better. Got here, it was a £4.44 for a 4 minute job, 1.6 miles. And then had a surge job, £3.76 for 1.3 miles. Don't know how that's a surge. And I've just done a job which was a pain. £5.17, ended up being a 10 minute job, so it was 2 miles. So sat outside this woman's house, and then 3 minutes elapsed, and then the 2 minutes chargeable time was just about to lapse. I actually said in my head I was going 5, 4, 3, ready to cancel it to take the money, and then she pulls the handle on the door. So she gets in, we pull off, and it was only, like I said, it was only a 2 mile job, kind of into the town centre. So we've done about a mile, and she goes, "Oh, would you be able to go back to the house? I've left the ciggies for me nan or something." And I said, "I can go back," I said, "but you need to do it on the app." So she was like, all right, I'll phone my niece because it's my niece that's booked it. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I pulled in, and then she's trying to get her niece to do it. And then she's saying, yeah, so just book it, you know, to go back to ours and come back to town again. And I was like, no, don't book it. She needs to edit a current trip. So she tries doing it. We sat there for a couple of minutes, and she was like, oh no, she can't do it. And I was like, all right. I said, she can't do it because she's trying to book a new job instead of editing the current trip. So she was like, all right, okay, just carry on to the pub. And we carry on to the pub, and then we're like half a mile from the pub. She's still on the phone to her niece, and she's like, oh, have you done it? Oh, has the change come through on your phone, mate, and all this? And I was like, no. I said, you're not changing it now, are you? I said, because we're nearly there now. We're going to have to go all the way back. So she said to her niece, oh no, it doesn't matter, just leave it then. So I think it's taken her niece all that time to figure out how to do it, and then just dropped it off. So yeah, it says increased. Does it tell you what it's increased from the original price? Let me just click on it. Yeah, oh wow. So the original was $481. You know, that just says per trip holiday, which was 36p. So I don't even know. It says it's increased. Doesn't feel like it's increased. So anyway, crap job. So I've done £32.10p, and I've done 2 hours. So I'm on what, £16, 5 pence an hour for a Friday night. Real, it's just really slow. You think with it being you know, payday and everything, it would have picked up a bit. Granted, I mean, bloody hell, I've started my shift late today because I was busy. Then I've had to come offline again, and then I've come back home. So I mean, I can't complain too much because I've only done 2 hours. But yeah, it's pretty much going up to 9:30 now. So I mean, I've still got probably just over half a tank, but come 10 o'clock, as you know, I'm going to go and jump on the charger for a bit. But it'll only be like half a tank, so I'll probably only be on charge for half an hour or so, if that. So yeah, I'll see what happens for the next half an hour, and then I'll go and charge for a bit, and I'll give you another update. So final update, it is about 20 past midnight. I got bored, so come home. If I'm being honest, the jobs that were coming through were so bad, I just couldn't be faffed. So yeah, I think I've done the last update was about 9:30. Didn't have another job after that. Went on charge for 10. Came off charge at about 10 past 11. So I didn't realise it still took like over an hour to charge up, even though I had only used about half the battery. Not sure why that is, to be honest. I think it gets slightly sidetracked as well. It's a bit of a nightmare once I get once I start watching something. I've started watching that 1,000 Blows on Disney. Good series. Anyway, I came back online, got an Excel job, £5.56. It was a 5-minute job for 1.3 miles. Then had a little surge job, £8.51. Took 10 minutes, 3.7 miles. And then I done another surge job, £6.26. Took 3 minutes, and it was 1.1 miles. And that pretty much took me up to midnight, to be fair. The jobs were just so bad that was coming through. To give you a bit of an idea, when I logged off, where is it? Sure, I'll take a screenshot. So between 11:15 when I came back on after charge and 10 past 12 when I came off, I'd done £20.33. It's got trips offered 50, trips completed 3. You know, they were just, honestly, they were horrendous. They were either like less than £1 a mile. Like, as you know, I don't mind doing like the little small jobs, you know, that are like 1-2 miles, but that's as long as they're like, you know, £5, £6, something like that. But these jobs that were coming up, they were like £3.50, 3.5 miles, or £3.50, 4 miles. And then if you looked at them as well, some of them were coming up saying like multiple stops, and it was like It's like a 15-20 minute job, and I'm thinking, why are you going to do like a £3.50 or a £4 job that's going to take you 20 minutes? Oh, so honestly, it was just, I just couldn't be bothered. And like I said, like, I'm not like a massive cherry picker. If anything, I tend to avoid the longer jobs and let other people take them, and I'll go for the smaller jobs. And obviously there's a hell of a lot more smaller jobs available than there is longer jobs. But as you can see, in that last hour, I've had to decline 47 jobs because they were just so shite. The jobs that were coming through was just no, no, no. And I managed to do 3. That was, that was barely worthwhile. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who was just picking on me. I don't know if it's just crap for everyone tonight, but on one of them, on 2 of the jobs, someone was coming home and said, oh yeah, I'm coming home because it's just a bit quiet, and have you been busy? And then I picked the next 2 girls up, and she was like, oh, have you been busy tonight? And I was like, oh, not really, no, it's been a bit crap. And she was like, oh yeah, we're coming home because it's so quiet. So and I was like, oh, I was expecting it to be a bit busier. Obviously it's Friday, it's payday, end of the month. And they were like, yeah, we were the same, to be honest, but they said it's that quiet. There's just no like atmosphere in the bars or anything. So yeah, I'd rather just come home than mill about for another hour or 2 for the sake of like, I don't know, 20, maybe 40 quid. Can't be faffed, honestly. I'd rather come home and go to bed. So yeah, technically I came off there at 10 past. So I've done about 3 hours, to be honest. I'd initially put it down as 3.5, but I came offline. What am I on? Don't even know what I'm on. I'm on £62.26. So that's what? About £20, 60p an hour for the 3 hours. Bit of a dismal shift, to be honest. As I've said before, I've come out late and I've had a break in the middle, plus I've charged up, plus I've finished early. So yeah, but to be honest, I feel as though even if I would have started a bit earlier, and I would have done like another hour or 2 now, I don't think it would have made a massive difference, purely because, as I've just said, the amount of jobs. Like, I've only done 10 trips. I've done the 3 hours, but I've done 2 hours 20 minutes driving. So I've tried my best to try and pick jobs that are worth doing and are close by. But yeah, the jobs that I'm getting offered, they're just obscene. Like, I took another screenshot here. Times this, it's about 10 to midnight. I was at the far side of Southport. They wanted me to drive 20 minutes or 10 miles to Formby to do a 5-minute job or a 1.5 mile job. What you have to bear in mind is as well, when you get there, these people can take up to 5 minutes to come out. And then obviously like de-bussing and all that, so you've always got to add more time onto this, and the timings that Uber come up with are always like understated. They always are a little bit longer. So that job is anything up to half an hour, and this is apparently a surge job. So half an hour job, it was like 11.5 miles, and they're offering £12.26. And then you think, so if that's going to take half an hour, even if I got another job straight after that for a similar price, then you're on 24 quid for the hour, and you're thinking, that's crap for a Friday night, really crap. So yeah, it didn't get any better this evening. It just still continued to be crap. So yeah, obviously because I've come home early, I think I'm going to try and start handy tomorrow, maybe like midday, 1 o'clock. And get my hours in like that, rather than going past midnight, because I seem to find that a lot of the time between the hours of like 1 and 3 or 1 and 4 a.m. can be absolutely pot luck. So what I mean is, like, I'll start my shift, say, sometimes at like 5-6 p.m, thinking I'm going to work all the way through till like 3-4 o'clock and it's going to be busy. sometimes you can get to like 1 AM and then it's just completely dead afterwards. So, you know, you've lost like 2 or 3 hours of your shift because there just isn't any fares. But then on the flip side of that, other times I've been rammed all the way up to like 3-4 o'clock. So yeah, I'll come out a bit earlier tomorrow because obviously I'm not going to be that tired now because it's I'm going to be in bed shortly and it's not even 1 o'clock yet. So yeah, early finish for me tonight, and I will catch you on tomorrow's video. Hopefully it's going to be better than it was tonight.